There's certainly no show business in my blood at all, and yet it is something I've always aspired to. I grew up watching Jack Paar on television on The Tonight Show, and he was sort of my idol, and I would sneak out of bed at night, not to go out with the guys or grab a beer, but it was to turn on The Tonight Show and see what Jack was up to.
Pat Sajak is an American television icon, celebrated for his long-running role as the host of the game show Wheel of Fortune. Sajak's career began in radio, serving as a disc jockey for Armed Forces Radio in Vietnam during his military service. He transitioned to television as a weatherman for KNBC-TV in LA in the late 70s. In 1981, his big break came when he was chosen by Merv Griffin to host Wheel of Fortune, a decision that turned the show into a household staple. Known for his quick wit, friendly demeanor, and remarkable chemistry with co-host Vanna White, Sajak has become a beloved figure in American entertainment. His contributions to television have earned him a prominent place in the annals of game show history, and yet his journey on Wheel of Fortune is now coming to an end. Pat's early life and career.
Thank you. That was a tremendous reception, and it fills me with the energy I need because I didn't sleep well last night. A lot of anxiety about the new show, and as if that weren't enough, I had a really weird dream. Would you like to hear about it by any chance?
Pat Sajak grew up in a modest household. His father, Leonard Anthony Sajak, a factory worker, passed away when Pat was young, leaving his mother, Joyce Helen, to raise him. From an early age, Sajak exhibited a keen interest in broadcasting and entertainment. He attended Farragut High School in Chicago and later enrolled at Columbia College, Chicago. He got his first taste of the media world by serving as a newsman at a local radio station, WEDC, where he gained valuable on-air experience. In 1968, during the Vietnam War, he joined the U.S. Army. His military service proved a turning point in his career. He was assigned to Armed Forces Radio in Saigon, a role that brought him under the mentorship of Adrian Cronauer, the renowned disc jockey whose experiences inspired the movie Good Morning Vietnam. Cronauer's influence was instrumental in shaping Sajak's broadcasting style. This period honed his skills in engaging audiences, handling live broadcasts, and infusing humor into his work, traits that would later define his television career. After his military service, Sajak returned to civilian life and continued pursuing his passion for radio. He landed a job at a small radio station in Murray, Kentucky, where he served as a DJ and newsman. His time in Kentucky was brief, but it provided him with further experience and exposure in the field. Sajak then moved to Nashville, Tennessee, where he worked at the Spanish-speaking radio station WSMV-AM. An unusual role for someone who didn't speak Spanish fluently. But his dedication and versatility enabled him to connect with the station's audience. This period also shows his commitment to building a career in media regardless of the challenges. While working in Nashville, his talent didn't go unnoticed. He transitioned to a local English-speaking radio station, WSM, where he worked as a DJ and eventually took on the role of talk show host. His charismatic voice and engaging personality quickly earned him a loyal following. It was during this time that Sajak began to nurture his dream of becoming a late-night talk show host. Inspired by television legends like Johnny Carson, Sajak envisioned himself commanding the stage in front of a live audience, engaging in witty banter with celebrity guests, and becoming a household name in late-night television. In the mid-70s, Sajak moved to L.A. He continued his radio career at various stations, further polishing his skills and broadening his horizons. His big break in television came in 1977 when he was hired as a weatherman at KNBC-TV in LA. Although the role was outside his primary ambition of late-night television, it provided him with valuable on-camera experience and increased his visibility in the competitive world of broadcasting. Sajak's time as a weatherman was marked by his affable demeanor and quick wit, traits that endeared him to viewers and colleagues alike. His unique approach to weather reporting, which often included humorous asides and lighthearted commentary, set him apart from other broadcasters. Despite his success in radio and as a weatherman, Sajak never abandoned his dream of hosting a late-night talk show. In 1989, he got his chance with The Pat Sajak Show, a late-night talk show that aired on CBS. It had a traditional format with celebrity interviews, comedy sketches, and musical performances. Though it initially generated excitement and anticipation, it struggled to compete with established programs in the same time slot, particularly The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. It lasted just over a year before being canceled due to low ratings. Despite its short run, the experience was invaluable for Sajak. It provided him with a platform to show his talents as a talk show host and deepened his understanding of the television industry. Wheel of Fortune.
My whole attitude about the show and its audience and its impact and all that stuff that you've been seeing on the video and hearing about, it changes as you get older. You get a greater appreciation of it. I mean, when we started, we were doing a game show. We all wanted to get wealthy. Well, that worked. And then, but you didn't think too much about what it meant to people's lives.
Pat's journey to becoming host of Wheel of Fortune began in the late 70s. He was working as a weatherman in LA, where his engaging on-screen presence and quick wit caught the attention of viewers and industry insiders alike. The turning point of his career came in 1981, when Merv Griffin, creator of Wheel of Fortune, was searching for a new host to replace Chuck Woolery. Griffin had a vision for the show that required a host with a distinctive charm and an ability to connect effortlessly with the audience. Upon seeing Sajak's work on KNBC, Griffin was convinced Sajak had the right qualities for the job. Despite Griffin's confidence in the choice, the network executives at NBC were initially hesitant. Undeterred, Griffin insisted on his choice, even threatening to halt production of the show if Sajak was not hired. His persistence paid off, and Sajak was given the opportunity to host Wheel of Fortune. He made his debut on the daytime version of the show December 28, 1981. His natural rapport with the audience and contestants quickly dispelled any doubts about his capability, and he became an instant hit. Wheel of Fortune soon became a cultural phenomenon under Sajak's stewardship. His friendly and humorous demeanor, along with the easygoing interaction he had with co-host Vanna White, contributed significantly to the show's appeal. The show's popularity soared through the 80s and 90s, solidifying its status as a staple of American television. The straightforward gameplay, combined with the excitement of watching contestants win big prizes, made Wheel of Fortune a favorite among viewers of all ages. Pat's contribution to the show's success can't be overstated. His steady presence and affable personality have been central to the show's identity. The wheel will keep spinning, but Pat's retiring.
It's been an incredible privilege to be invited into millions of homes, night after night, year after year, decade after decade. And I've always felt that the privilege came with a responsibility to keep this daily half hour a safe place for family fun. No social issues, no politics, nothing embarrassing, I hope. Just a game. Thank you all so very much, and goodbye.
As of June 2024, Pat Sajak has retired from hosting Wheel of Fortune, concluding an impressive 40-year run. Reflecting on his tenure, Sajak expressed gratitude for the memorable journey and the show's enduring success. He plans to retire from work mostly, but made a notable appearance in a small role in the community theater production of Prescription Murder in Hawaii. With Sajak's departure, Ryan Seacrest is set to take over as the new host, promising a new era for the beloved game show. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think that Wheel of Fortune will continue to be a popular show now that Pat Sajak is retiring? Or is it Pat Sajak, along with Vanna White, who made the show, and without seeing them together, it just won't be the same? Let us know in the comments section below.